There's a part of your home you walk past every day without thinking. A corner, a side table, maybe even the spot near your front door. And yet something about that space feels still, like it's waiting for something. You might not notice it at first, but over time, things begin to feel stuck. Money doesn't stretch like it used to. New opportunities slow down. You work harder, but somehow everything feels heavier. Not broken, just paused. Now, I want to ask you something simple. What if the energy of your home, the actual feel of it, could quietly influence your finances, your motivation, even your mood? And what if changing that energy didn't require remodeling, moving furniture, or buying anything expensive, but instead came down to placing a single bottle of clean water in the right place? Sounds too simple, right? But hear me out. Water isn't just a drink or decoration. It's movement, and movement is what brings life to a space. A flowing stream brings life to a forest. A blocked drain breeds mold. In the same way, when water is used with intention inside your home, it becomes more than a physical object. It becomes a signal, a gentle, daily reminder that energy is meant to flow, not stay stuck. I'm not here to sell you superstition. This isn't magic, it's mindfulness. And it's something many people have quietly used to shift the feeling of their homes and often the direction of their lives. Today, I'll show you exactly how to create a simple prosperity water bottle, where to place it for maximum effect, and how to avoid the common mistakes that cancel out its energy. Whether or not you believe in energy work, this is something you can try with no risk, no cost, and perhaps just enough curiosity to notice what changes. Because sometimes the smallest shift opens the biggest door. Part 1. Water is never just water. Look around your home for a moment. Not with your eyes, but with your presence. Is there a space that feels still, like it hasn't changed in years? A corner that holds more silence than light. A place you've stopped noticing because nothing ever seems to happen there. Most of us have one. We dust it. We walk past it. We ignore it. But what if that stillness wasn't just decorative? What if it was energetic? In every home, there are areas that carry movement and areas that hold memory. And sometimes, what we call bad luck or stagnation isn't misfortune. It's energy that stopped flowing. Real life is built on movement. Rivers flow, trees grow, the wind stirs, your heart beats. And when something in your home feels stuck, it often mirrors something in your life that's quietly stuck too. This is where water comes in. Not as a mystical object, not as a superstition, but as a living element, one that has shaped the earth, carved through mountains, sustained every living thing since the beginning of time. Water is not passive. It listens. It moves. It remembers. And when used intentionally, it becomes one of the most profound tools to restore momentum, not just to your space, but to your life. You don't need to believe in ancient systems to understand this. You've felt it. Think about how your mood shifts when you're near the ocean, or how clarity returns after a hot shower. There's a reason why we turn to water in times of stress. It doesn't just clean the body, it clears the mind. It releases what's heavy. It reminds us to soften, to return to flow. Now bring that awareness back into your home. If your life has felt tight, like money comes in but doesn't stay, like you're busy but never truly moving forward, ask yourself, is the energy in my space flowing or standing still? In Feng Shui, water isn't just associated with wealth because of tradition. It's associated with wealth because water moves. And wealth, in its truest form, is movement. It's not just about money. It's about flow of resources, ideas, connections, solutions, timing. Prosperity is not a number in your account. It's how freely life moves through and around you. And when water in the home is intentionally placed, it becomes a symbol, a mirror, a vessel. When you place a bottle of clean water with presence, not just to decorate, but to direct energy, you're creating a new signal inside your space. A silent invitation for movement to return. That one act becomes a pivot, a moment of reset, a way to say, I am open again. I am ready for things to move. And here's the truth most people miss: it doesn't have to be dramatic to be powerful. You don't need to change everything in your home. You don't need to rearrange your entire life. One small object, placed with sincere intention, can quietly shift the energetic architecture of your space. And sometimes, that shift is all it takes to unlock something new. Let's talk about real life. There are people who do all the right things, work hard, stay responsible, keep going, yet never seem to break through. Then something changes, not because they worked more hours, but because something in their space finally moved. It could be as simple as clearing a corner, letting go of old objects, or placing a bottle of water in a spot that used to feel forgotten. What makes the difference isn't the water itself. It's what the water represents. A return to clarity, a gentle stirring of what has been asleep, an acknowledgement that your home and your life deserve circulation, not congestion. And if this sounds poetic, that's okay. Because life is not just facts and function. It's also feeling, it's rhythm, it's resonance. And your home is not just walls and furniture. It's a reflection of how freely you're allowing life to move through you. So no, water is never just water. It's never just a bottle. It's never just a ritual. It's a doorway, a gentle one. One that doesn't force anything, but makes it easier for good things to arrive. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to create this bottle, not as a superstition, but as a symbol. A simple, clear practice you can do today. No pressure, no big promises. Just a quiet tool to help you feel less stuck, more open, and maybe just maybe more in flow with the life you've been trying so hard to build. Because sometimes, it's not about trying harder. It's about unblocking what's already trying to find you. Part 2: How to create a prosperity water bottle. Now that you understand water is not just an object, but a force of gentle movement, it's time to bring that energy into your space with purpose. This part isn't complicated, but it does ask something rare from all of us these days: your full presence. A prosperity water bottle isn't powerful because of what it looks like. It's powerful because of the attention you place into it. This is not decoration. This is intention in physical form. Start with the container. Choose a clear glass bottle, nothing plastic, nothing tinted, nothing that's been forgotten at the back of a cupboard. Glass is important because it's neutral, stable, and energetically clean. It allows light to pass through. It doesn't carry memory the way plastic sometimes can. In the language of energy, glass holds space without interfering. It's transparent, like the clarity you're about to invite. Next, fill it with fresh, clean water. Use filtered water if possible, but more than purity, it should look alive. Water that feels bright, light, clear, like the start of something new. Don't use water that's been sitting for days, or something that feels heavy. Remember, what you put in stays. This isn't symbolic. This is energy in motion. Once you've filled the bottle, take a small piece of paper. Write a short, clear affirmation. Something simple. Direct. Do not overcomplicate it. The words are not meant to impress anyone. They're meant to resonate with you. A few powerful examples: money flows to me gently and consistently. My home is open to abundance. I welcome clarity, movement, and grace. Choose one. Write it by hand. Then tape it neatly to the bottle or place it just beneath it. This paper becomes the anchor, the message, the quiet frequency that this bottle now carries into your space. Now, hold the bottle with both hands. Stand, sit, or kneel, it doesn't matter. What matters is that for the next few breaths, you are fully here. Breathe in slowly. Exhale. Do this 3 times. And on each breath out, mentally send one intention into the bottle. For example, first breath, peace. Second breath, clarity. Third breath, abundance. You're not charging the water like it's magic. You're syncing your inner state with the object you're about to place in your outer world. This step is essential. It's what makes this a ritual, not a routine. Now comes the most overlooked part of this entire process: placement. Where you place this bottle is everything. If the bottle is a signal, then where it lives is the direction that signal is sent. We'll go into specific locations in the next section, but for now, understand this: don't place it somewhere dusty, cluttered, or where energy feels heavy. Don't hide it behind clutter. Don't squeeze it between unrelated objects. Give it space, let it feel intentional, let it be seen. And above all, don't place it with pressure. This is not a fix, it's not a wish, it's an invitation. When you place the bottle, do it with a quiet trust. like planting a seed. You don't dig it up the next day to check if it's working. You water it with faith. And this is your first drop. Some people ask, what if I don't do it perfectly? You don't need perfection. You need sincerity. One student once asked, is it okay if I mess it up? And I told her, you can't mess up presence. If you took the time to create something with care, with thought, with the hope that your life could flow more freely, that alone already changes the field around you. And here's a secret, it's not the bottle that holds the power. It's the moment you created it. The choice you made to do something kind for your home, the way your breath slowed, the way your shoulders softened, the way your inner voice went from frantic to still just for a moment. That is the true shift. The water is just the mirror. So let it be gentle, let it be real, and let it remind you that your home isn't just a place you exist in, it's a space you company create. And every day you walk past that bottle, let it whisper the words you wrote. Not to force the flow, but to remember that you've already opened the door. Next, we'll explore the 3 exact places to put your bottle, each chosen for a very different reason. One supports wealth. One invites new opportunities. One amplifies personal clarity and productivity. But before we go there, take a breath. Look at what you just created. It's not magic. It's not superstition. It's alignment. And sometimes, that's all it takes to start feeling unstuck. Part 3, where to place it matters more than you think. Where you place your water bottle changes everything. Because in a home, not all spaces are equal. Some spots are like open highways, energy flows through them easily. Others are like dead ends, quiet, heavy, or ignored. When you place something with intention, you're not just decorating. You're redirecting the current of energy in your space. And like any current, it needs to know where to go. There are 3 locations that activate different kinds of flow. One strengthens your finances, one invites opportunity, and one helps turn ideas into results. You don't have to use all 3. Start with the one that feels right for you. Where you feel stuck is where the flow needs to return. First one. The southeast corner of your living room, your wealth foundation. Stand at the center of your living room with your phone's compass. Turn slowly until it points southeast. That corner, no matter how small, is considered the wealth palace in traditional Feng Shui. Not because of superstition, but because this direction aligns with wood energy growth, expansion, financial movement. And what nourishes wood? Water. That's why this is the most common place to activate financial flow. But don't rush to place the bottle. First, clean the area. Dust it. Clear out anything broken, unused, or heavy. Wealth can't grow in a place where energy feels stale. Then place the bottle with care. Let it sit beside a healthy green plant, something vibrant but simple. A money tree, a small jade plant, or even a pothos. Water supports the plant. The plant represents your financial growth. And together, they create a quiet rhythm of upward momentum too. The left side of your main entrance, the pathway of opportunity. Now go to your front door. Stand inside your home, looking out. The left side of your doorway is known as the green dragon position. In ancient symbolism, this side represents movement, protection, and opportunity. It's not just where people enter. It's where possibility enters. If this area is cluttered with shoes, umbrellas, old bags, you're not just blocking a physical space. You're blocking the subconscious message that new energy is welcome here. So clear it. Add soft lighting if possible. A small lamp or window light works wonders. Then place the water bottle gently on that left side on a narrow shelf, a table, even a clean floor space. Add your affirmation again if you wish. Something simple: opportunity enters my life freely and fully. This placement quietly activates the energy of welcome. It doesn't force results. It prepares the space for them. 3. The front left corner of your desk, the engine of personal prosperity. Your desk isn't just where you work. It's where your thoughts become choices, where choices become action, and where action becomes income. If your living room and entrance shape the energy of your environment, your desk shapes the energy of your decisions. When you sit at your desk, look at the front left corner. That's your personal wealth position. Why the left? Because in the energy map of the body and space, left is associated with wood again, the energy of growth. And once again, water nourishes wood. Place your water bottle there like a subtle companion. You don't need anything flashy. A small clear glass bottle, maybe a tiny plant beside it. Maybe your affirmation on a sticky note beneath it. Keep the area light, clear, uncrowded. Every time your eyes land there, let it be a micro reminder: I am supported. I am moving forward. What this placement does is align your daily work, your emails, your thinking, your focus with a quiet current of intentional energy. Not hype, not hustle, just flow. Which placement is right for you? If you're struggling with money, start in the living room. If your career feels stalled or new opportunities never quite land, begin at the entrance. If you feel burnt out, overwhelmed, or disconnected from your work, your desk is the place to begin again. You can build slowly. Try one for a few days. Notice the shift not in your bank account, but in your energy, in your sense of clarity, in the way your space feels to be in. That's where the real transformation starts. This is not about belief, it's about experience. You don't need to believe in energy flow to feel the difference when a room becomes lighter. You don't need to believe in metaphysics to know that clutter drains your motivation, or that certain spaces feel better after they've been cleared. This is about design with feeling, objects with purpose, presence over perfection. So choose a corner. Start small. Let the bottle become part of your environment, not as something to fix your life, but as something that gently reminds you that life is already trying to flow if you're ready to let it. Up next, I'll show you what to avoid: the small, easy-to-make mistakes that quietly cancel out the energy you've just created. But for now, pause. Look at where you've placed the bottle. Let it sit, let it breathe, let it begin. Because sometimes, real change begins with a quiet object in the right place. Part 4: 5 mistakes that silently block the flow. You've done something intentional. You've created space, prepared the water, and placed it with care. But even the most mindful rituals can lose their strength if they're unknowingly blocked. In Feng Shui and in life, it's not always what we do that matters most. It's what we allow to remain undone, what we overlook, what we get used to. Energy doesn't just respond to beauty or effort. It responds to clarity, to movement, and when that clarity gets clouded, even subtly, the flow begins to fade. Not all at once, quietly, almost invisibly, until one day you no longer feel the shift. You forget to check in, and the bottle becomes just another thing you placed somewhere once, hoping it might change something. Let's bring it back to life by learning what might be silently working against you. Mistake 1: letting the water go stale. This is the most common and most overlooked. Water is meant to move. That's its essence. But if your bottle sits untouched for weeks, gathering dust, growing cloudy, the energy it holds becomes the opposite of what you intended. Stagnant water reflects stagnant flow. And yes, your space can feel that. Your mood can feel that. So can your money. The solution is simple: replace the water every 3 to 7 days. Take a moment when you do it. Refresh the affirmation if needed. Breathe into the bottle again. You're not just changing water, you're keeping the ritual alive. Mistake 2: using the wrong bottle. A plastic bottle may be convenient, but energetically, it dulls everything down. Plastic is unstable. It absorbs other energies. It holds on to scent, color, history. It can't carry intention the way clear glass can. Glass, on the other hand, is neutral, transparent, solid. It holds the light. And symbolically, it mirrors what we're trying to create: financial clarity, energetic stability, emotional transparency. If you've been using plastic, switch it, not to be perfect, but to be aligned. Mistake 3: hiding the bottle in a dark or cluttered space. You could have the right bottle, the clean water, the perfect affirmation, but if it's tucked behind a stack of books, lost under a table, or sitting in a dark, dusty corner, the energy won't move. Water needs light. Water needs breath. Water needs a sense of openness. Think of this bottle like a candle. It doesn't need to be in the center of the room, but it does need to be visible, respected, cared for. You wouldn't put a candle under a pile of laundry and expect it to shine. Don't do that to this ritual either. Revisit where you placed your bottle. Is it lit well? Does the space feel fresh? Can you actually see it, notice it, let it remind you? If not, reposition, let it breathe. Mistake 4, placing the bottle near strong fire energy. Fire and water are opposing forces, and when placed too close together, one will weaken the other. If your bottle sits near a stove, oven, fireplace, or even strong candles, its energy begins to evaporate, literally and symbolically. Water can't stay calm where fire is dominant. And in Feng Shui terms, that imbalance drains the energy you've so carefully built. Instead, place your bottle in spaces of stability, away from heat, close to life-giving elements like plants or soft light. Let it be surrounded by calm. Mistake 5, doing the ritual with a distracted or anxious mind. This is the one mistake that can quietly cancel everything, even when everything else looks perfect. If you rushed through the process, doubted yourself the entire time, or treated it like another task on your to-do list, the energy knows. The home knows, Presence isn't just poetic, it's the power source. Without it, the ritual is just a bottle. Remember, energy follows attention, and attention is the rarest, most powerful form of care you can offer your space. If your mind was scattered the first time, it's okay. Just return, slow down, try again. You're not starting over, you're reconnecting. So what now? None of these mistakes make you wrong. They make you human. Life gets busy. We forget. We drift. But that's the beauty of rituals like this. They're not built on pressure. They're built on return. You can reawaken your prosperity bottle at any time. Refresh the water. Reread the affirmation. Reposition it in better light. Breathe. It takes 3 minutes. But the impact lasts far longer. Because when something in your home begins to move again, when flow returns, even in the smallest way, it echoes into every part of your life. In the next section, I'll guide you through a 7-day activation, a gentle sequence of small shifts to wake up your space and align your inner and outer worlds. You've placed the bottle. Now let's turn it into momentum, because prosperity doesn't arrive all at once. It flows. And sometimes, it begins with the moment you remember to let it. Part 5, the 7-day flow reset. You've done the hardest part already. You've paused. You've looked at your space with new eyes. You've placed a bottle of water not just as decor, but as a signal. A quiet invitation for movement to return. Now it's time to go one step further, not through effort, but through rhythm. Momentum doesn't begin with doing more. It begins with small, meaningful shifts repeated with presence. This is your 7-day flow reset. 7 simple steps, one for each day. You don't need to clear your entire house. You don't need to buy anything new. All you need is a willingness to slow down, show up, and pay attention to the energy around you and the emotions within you. Each day opens a new layer of clarity, a new opening for prosperity to return, first in your body, then in your home, and slowly in your life. Day 1, clear one small space, not the whole house, not even a whole room, just one drawer, one shelf, one forgotten corner. The point isn't perfection, it's circulation. Old energy lingers where unused things hide. So let something go, dust it, thank it, make space for something better. Day 2, create or refresh your water bottle. Even if you've already done this, today is about redoing it with intention. Clean the bottle, refill with fresh, clear water, reread or rewrite your affirmation, hold it, breathe. Remind yourself this isn't a task, it's a declaration. Day 3, choose your placement. Pick one of the 3 energetic gateways, the southeast corner of your living room, the left side of your main door, or the front left corner of your desk. Choose the one that speaks to your current need: financial stability, new opportunities, or clarity in work. Then place your bottle as if it were a gift, not to fix something, but to support your next chapter. Day 4, add one energetic support tool. This might be a small bowl of natural salt to clear heavy energy, a wind chime to activate still air, or a mirror to reflect light. You don't need all 3, just one that your space is asking for. Place it near your bottle or in a spot that feels heavy, dim, or closed off. Let it speak for you, softly. Day 5, refresh the light in your home. Light is the original energy source. But most of us live in dim corners, covered windows, rooms that no longer feel awake. Today, turn on one new light, open the blinds, replace a bulb, light a candle, It doesn't need to be dramatic, but it does need to remind the space it's alive. When light moves, everything else follows. Day 6, sit quietly by your bottle just 3 minutes. No agenda, no affirmations. Just sit near your bottle. Let your mind settle. Let your breathing slow. Let yourself feel the stillness of water and ask, where in my life do I need this same calm flow? You don't have to answer. Just notice. Awareness is the first form of healing. Day 7, observe one subtle shift. It may be a lighter mood, a conversation that flows more easily, a clearer thought, a new idea, or even a small financial surprise. You're not being asked to expect miracles, you're being asked to notice movement. Acknowledge it. Let it register, because when you see change, you signal to the universe, I'm open. I'm listening. This 7-day reset isn't about fixing your life. It's about inviting your life to move again with gentleness, with attention, and with trust. The prosperity bottle you placed is no longer just an object. After 7 days, it becomes a companion, a witness to your shift, a soft but constant reminder you are allowed to grow. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to change your pace and still move forward. So what happens next? That's up to you. You can stop here, or you can keep going. Refresh the bottle weekly. Rotate its placement as your needs shift. Let it become part of your rhythm, like watering a plant, opening a window, or lighting a candle before bed. Small rituals don't change your life overnight, but they do change the space you live in and who you are inside that space. And from that place, all things flow more freely. You don't need a miracle, you just need a current. And now, it's already begun. Final. Thank you for being here. Not just watching, but staying with presence, with curiosity, with care. That alone speaks volumes about who you are, and about what part of you is quietly ready for something to shift. What we explored today wasn't about a bottle of water. It never really was. It was about reclaiming movement in your space, in your thoughts, and maybe in your sense of what's possible. Water is the most natural thing in the world. It doesn't try to impress. It doesn't force. It simply finds the next opening and moves toward it. Gently, relentlessly. And when you bring water into your home with intention, you're not just adding an object, you're reminding yourself that life too wants to flow through you. We talked about where to place the bottle. But the truth is, the most powerful placement is not just southeast, or by your door, or on your desk. It's in your awareness. It's the moment you look at that bottle and remember, I don't have to carry everything alone. I don't have to stay stuck. I don't have to wait for permission to feel aligned again. There's science behind rituals like this about how the brain responds to anchors, how our environment shapes our thinking, how even one visual cue can shift our state. But there's also something deeper, something softer, something your nervous system understands before your mind does. Your home is a mirror, and when you tend to it with love, even in small ways, it begins to reflect back peace, clarity, and possibility. So today, as we end this journey, I want to leave you with this: don't rush, don't chase, don't wait for everything to be perfect before you believe in the power of movement. Sometimes, one small action done with presence is enough to turn the tide. May your home feel lighter. May your energy feel softer. May something you've been waiting for quietly begin to arrive. Thank you for letting me whisper this message into your day, and wherever this finds you, I wish you peace, clarity, and a flow that feels like home.